Yo, so real quick, I'm gonna show y'all a trick, right? That could really help you hit dumbbell or RDLs, right? And make it a lot easier. I got the Smith machine right here. Boom. And I got my dumbbells right there. What you're gonna do is you're gonna use the Smith machine to keep your legs fixed in one position. So then when you actually hinging, right, you're hinging your hips, the Smith machine bar will hold you, right, and keep you in place so that you can get a good stretch. Don't you keep that back straight, lower back kind of slightly arched as you come down, the stretch is crazy. Let's go.
So I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, man. This movement has been a game changer for me because, I really struggle with feeling activation in my hamstrings doing any of these hinge movements. I'm gonna just keep it real with y'all. And I noticed this about a good year ago, 6 months to a year ago. And when I tell you, like, doing this, especially with the dumbbell RDL, it really, really helps you feel the stretch and feel the hamstrings activate, like when you're coming up like that. See, the biggest thing that I do is I'm putting my weight on that bar. That's the beautiful thing about the Smith machine bar. It's going to really like hold you in place, keep you fixated so that, you can really focus on that stretch. You know what I'm saying? You can straighten that back out, and lean over and still hinge the hips as you're going down too. That's the dope thing about it too. Like, it's okay if your knees slightly bend, like when you're going forward like that, because you're still hinging even though you're putting your weight on the bar.
Yo, that movement is the truth, y'all. Real talk. Today, I didn't do my full workout today because it's a lot of people in here. The days where I'll be doing recording and uploading a whole video and a whole workout is when I come in here around between 1 and 3 p.m. That's when it's pretty dead in here. But right now, it's just not a good time. But I'll go ahead and get a couple movements in for today. Today was legs. I did some heel elevated squats, and I superset it with some body squats right after, kind of like drop sets after each set to really hit them quads. Then I got on leg press. I did 3 sets of leg press. Now, as you can see, I'm doing I call it dumbbell Smith machine assisted RDLs. Try it, yo. If you ain't never done it before, try it. It's a game changer. Oh, and then before that, I superset it with leg extension, seated leg extension, and seated leg curl. So I guess I'll record the little bit left that I have, and that'll be for today. And then tomorrow I'm doing upper body.
Man, this workout was good, man. Another thing that I've been doing too that I wasn't even a big fan of before was kind of doing slight pre-exhaustion. I mean, technically it's not pre-exhaustion. I mean, you could really just say I'm doing my leg extensions first and my leg curls first, right? But for me, when I do those movements first, it does something really, really good for my quads and my hamstrings. It's like it kind of pre-tax it. But I'm not really into the whole pre-exhaustion thing though. I think if you overdo that, it could really kind of like throw off your darn workout for real. So, but I really have been loving like doing those movements first, like before my big movement or major movement.
So, I highly suggest that if you ain't never done this before, start off with kind of like a light movement, get the technique down. Any hinge movement that I do, I like to sit in the stretch. Because when you sit in the stretch, you're really, really targeting that hamstring. You should feel it too. But I did 70 pounds. Last week I did 65. Each week I'm just kind of going up 5 pounds until I'm like, all right, bet. This is perfect. I'm gonna stick with that. But yeah, on my next leg workout, I'm gonna make sure I get the full workout. So I can show y'all what I be doing, pass y'all whatever gyms I can pass y'all. I'm gonna superset. So I'm gonna do Smith machine good mornings, and I'm gonna superset that with calves.
So with this movement, yo, honestly, I haven't been doing it a lot, you know what I'm saying? But since I've been doing it, it's really, really been helping out with activating hamstrings, you know what I'm saying? And really getting that stretch in the hamstring. You don't have to go super heavy with it either. I did realize after this that I did need a little more weight for some of y'all that's, used to doing the conventional good morning, barbell good morning, I know this might look kind of different. But I'm gonna tell you one thing, man. Smith machine, these machines, man, you could really use them to your advantage, right? I like to utilize tools to my advantage. Think about, somebody carving like a sculpture, right? You need different types of, chisels to do different types of carvings, right? Well, that's how I look at the gym. That's how I look at bodybuilding. That's how I look at, transforming the body. You need to use different tools. You know what I'm saying? I realized that I had to use different tools to really get the effect that I wanted. So.
That was pretty light. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna probably put about 20 more pounds on there, maybe even 30, and just really focus on the stretch. But I mean, it feels good, man. You don't have to necessarily focus on free weights all the time, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you're cutting down, man, it's all about stimulating the muscles, making sure that you're keeping that stimulation going. Don't overly fatigue yourself. But this feels good. I'm gonna try to back up a little more so y'all can kind of see like my feet and everything in the back of the camera so you can kind of see what I'm doing. But just try it out. I might even come from like a side angle too.
One of the biggest things for me on this one is like actually feeling the weight. In all honesty, if you really, really want to get a good stretch, there has to be some type of loading to it. And when I say loading, like you want loaded weight to the stretch. You don't want to overdo it, obviously, but you do need some type of weight to load that stretch. And see, me getting a little more weight and putting a little more weight on the bar helped me enhance the stretch even more. So that's something to keep in mind too, y'all. It's all about enhancing it. Whether you're doing, dumbbell chest fly, in that stretch when you're lowering that weight, you need weight to load that stretch. And the more stretch you feel in your chest, obviously, the more hypertrophy can come from that. Now, you don't want to overdo it, right? Especially with a movement like chest fly. You don't want to be hurting your shoulders and impinging your shoulders. If your shoulders hurt when you're doing it, then that's too much. You'd be overdoing it. But you do want to feel a good loaded stretch on the chest when you're doing that movement. And that's pretty much, what the good morning is doing. And that's pretty much what the good morning is doing. All right, man, look, for calves, I did my 3 variations. This one, as you can see, I put my heels out. Listen, if you don't try this, man, you really, hold yourself back. I'm just keeping it funky with you. You don't have to do it, but hey, do what you want to do. But I'm telling you, with the heels out, that hits a different part of the calf muscle. You bring those heels in, it's going to hit another part of the calf muscle, right? And calves is something that I struggled with for a long time, right? They're actually starting to come up, and I've been getting more compliments. Like people saying, yo, your calves ain't bad, bro, da-da-da-da.
All right, so after I do that set, I take like 5 deep breaths, and I go right into the other set. But when I do it this time, I'm gonna have my heels outside, right? So not inward, I'm gonna have it outside, all right? Let's go.
Look, man, if you ain't ever seen this before or heard of it, I know this probably look weird. If you have heard of this concept of doing, different variations with the calf raise, comment below, man. Let me know what y'all think about it and if you've done it and if it worked for you. It's worked wonders for me, man. My calves used to be so much worse. I've actually been able to even out my calves by doing this approach, right? And put more emphasis on the one that was smaller. But yeah, man, like another thing too with this movement, I got big feet, so it get hard for me sometimes. But like if you balance your feet the right way, you won't have to worry about it. But sometimes your feet will kind of get out of the position. You got to try to keep it in that position.
And then the other variation is just straight feet, you know what I'm saying? Toes forward, heels back. That's it. Do that for 3 sets. Your shit gonna be burning. Straight like that. All right, y'all, so look, I'm gonna bang out some abs. I'm not doing a whole lot. I'm just gonna do this vertical crunch machine. I'm gonna do, more than likely, I'm probably gonna do 10 straight, and then, 10 for the obliques on each side. So in one set, that's 30 reps. Let's get it done. On 60 pounds. So look, y'all, I thought I was doing 60 pounds, but actually I did 70. So that's why I felt heavier. Y'all probably heard me say it. I was like, yo, I'm gonna have to bring the weight down. It's because typically I do 50, then I brought it up a little bit, brought it up to 60. So I'm gonna just put it back to 60 to do this next set, and then that's it for real with abs. I don't do a whole lot of abs, especially right now. I'll start upping the abs up the more leaner I get. Let's go. All right, y'all, man, so that's the workout, y'all. I'm done. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I didn't get the best sleep last night, so I'm feeling it today. Not even gonna lie, but I still went hard, still went ham, still, did what I could do, did my best in this workout, and it was still a great workout. Like I said today, I wish I could've got the full workout for y'all, but it's just too packed in here, you know what I'm saying? But y'all did get something. Y'all appreciate that, man. Comment below. Y'all got any questions, anything, comment below. Look, if you're new to the channel, man, subscribe. Y'all know what it is, man. But yeah, man, I'm gonna stop playing with the sleep thing, because when you're cutting, I'm telling you, sleep is so important, especially if you train hard, especially if you like to get in the gym and really go ham. We superhuman, you know what I'm saying? Superhuman Kevin, so I go hard because I'm superhuman. That's what you do too. Sleep is very important, because that can hinder that if you don't get enough sleep. So let's go, man. And until next time, y'all, tomorrow, salute.